It says, breaking, Texas DPS now say there was no school police officer who encountered or engaged the mass shooter at Robb Elementary School. The shooter was not confronted before entry, and it appears he walked into the school through an unlocked door. We got to lock the doors. That seems obvious to everyone involved. The doors of a school have to be locked. You know, I showed up at my old school. I was with a friend. This was years ago. And I thought I'd do like a little homecoming. Like, hey, this is where I went to school. I thought I could walk down. I had no idea. And this was years ago. I had no idea how shut down these schools were. It was all locked. I knocked on the door. They were like, hello, excuse me. And through the glass, I was like, yeah, I went to school here. Yeah. I'm Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
I was on Joe Rogan. We talked about Bill Gates. And they looked at me like, the guy looked at me like I was crazy showing up at a school. And now, you know, upon further reflection, I get it. It does seem crazy.
Do you think, though, because the locked doors, inevitably someone will get in, do you think at some point what we need to do is have decoy schools like Saddam Hussein palaces?
Very interesting.
Where the students are in a decoy school.
Right.
And then we have doubles in the other school.
Right. But it's going to get out which school is which.
Well, then you got to keep moving like
What
Saddam.
about if we educated kids underground?
Underground would be
like
good.
Underground.
Absolutely.
We have underground cities. We have underground military bunkers.
Right.
The kids don't need sunlight. They can certainly underground. We can recreate the conditions of UV light.
Or the military industrial complex will make a clip out of this.
Yeah.
Everyone arm up and don't leave.
Right.
And just let delivery people deal with it.
Yes. Delivery people are the only brave ones now.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about that today. Somebody on Instacart delivered me 2 candles. They had to take that long walk from the door to the wall to their car in the Walgreens parking lot, depending on the time of day in Los Angeles. That ain't nothing.
That's nothing. No.
You have no idea what could happen. On your way, I guarantee you, an Instacart or Postmates worker on the way to the car has met their end.
Yeah, or release a new virus for our own safety to get us back indoors.
You just see a burrito fall to the floor and then blood.
Yeah.
Because people that leave their houses now really are the most brave.
Yeah.
And it's going to be...
It's the most brave people.
They're the most brave people.
They're outside.
Teachers maybe are more brave than cops now. I mean, teaching might be a more deadly job than police.
You got to arm them.
Yeah.
You got to arm these kindergarten teachers.
Well, here's the deal in Texas. Why didn't they have guns? Yeah. I'm not even kidding. Like, why did they not have guns in Texas? Like, is this all the gunman's fault, or can we lay a little bit of blame on the teachers who weren't carrying?
These cucks moving from California.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Is you have a bunch of liberal teachers moving from California that don't have guns and aren't focused on the defense of the school.
And it's not just enough to have guns. Again, I just want to focus.
Right.
We need body armor because the other guy.
And that is what's being seriously suggested.
Yeah, well, you need body armor because the guy's going to come. If he's got a bigger gun, he's prepared. He's got the guy. I watch a lot of self-defense videos.
Right.
The perp always has the advantage.
Right.
Because he's the one that comes in and goes, we're doing this.
Right.
And you have to go, oh shit, we're doing this.
Because he has the element of surprise.
The element of surprise, and he may have an AR-15. Those things are pretty efficient.
They do their job.
So what we need is, let's plan this out. We need one student, we need one teacher at the chalkboard, handgun maybe, ready in the one hand. Then we need another teacher.
So you're saying just a teacher pretty much all day at the ready.
Well, you don't know if the kid's got a gun, so you got to have one.
Whoa,
you got to have
sense.
a gun facing the kids.
That's right.
And then you have to have someone watching your blind spot. So we need another teacher, a teacher's aide, if you will.
A teacher's aide. So they don't even need to be
watching
teachers.
the door.
We just need 2 armed people in each classroom.
One watching the door, one watching the windows. AR-15s drawn.
Right. It's not a bad idea. No. So we have two people in the classroom. They each have an AR-15 out.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of fun way to quiet the kids down too.
Yeah.
Quiet down. It's nap time.
Yeah. Now the kids themselves may be armed because it's their right.
Yes.
But as long as you have an AR-15, you have the advantage because their little hands can't quite grasp or deal with the pushback of an AR-15.
Right. Yeah, and you can take a few of them out if you need to.
If you need to, you'll get a few.
So if we, because now we're finding.
We need to live in the last scene of a Quentin Tarantino movie where everyone's pointing guns at each other at all times.
We're finding the common ground here, and this is what I want to stress. So if you have a few people in each classroom with AR-15s, one trained on the kids, one on the door of the classroom.
And one on the teacher, because you don't know what they're going through.
Oh, it's a great point, because the teacher might flip out.
So you need one kid marshal in the class.
So a kid marshal with a gun.
Yeah.
who has a gun on the teacher. You need 2 teachers' aides with AR-15s, one at the door, one at the class.
Yes. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
It's not a bad idea.
And you need school uniforms, and those uniforms are body armor.
Kevlar body armor uniforms.
Yes.
AR-15 at the kids, AR-15 at the teacher, AR-15 at the door.
Problem solved.
Not a big deal.
Not a tough way to live at all.
It's fine.
It's totally comfortable, and the most important part, reasonable.
Right.
Right.
And people in other countries would watch this and they would think it's comedy, but what it actually is a good plan.
It's a great, smart, thought out, cogent plan.
It's not a bad idea.
Not at all.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're going to be just relying on what we're relying on now, which I guess is chance, happenstance, luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it seems like a casino a little bit if you send your kids to school.
Yeah. No,
It's a little bit of a casino.
Even in supermarkets, I would feel a lot safer.
Yes, armed.
I would
guards.
feel a lot safer if the army was there while I got lettuce.
If the military could potentially enforce a barrier around the supermarket and check people as they went in.
Yeah. We need military checkpoints at Safeway.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
I don't think so
to
at
put
all.
the military outside supermarkets.
I don't think so at all.